Coming! Hello? Hello? Huh. Well, at least I got a few hours. Welcome to the Ogles channel. Now we're here today to talk about a game called Dead by Daylight. Now this game has been ported over to the Nintendo Switch just a few weeks back, and since it's Halloween season, what better time to review a horror game where you're trying to escape from a killer than the Halloween season. Now, it's on the Nintendo Switch, but also the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch price, it's a little bit pricey. I mean, it's $40 on the Switch, and it's only $18 on the PlayStation 4. So, is it worth the extra money to play on the Nintendo Switch? I like my games as handheld, so we're going to dive into the Nintendo Switch version of Dead by Daylight and see what this game is all about. When the game starts off, you essentially have two options, keeping the game simple, which I like. You can play as a survivor where you try to escape from a murderer, or you can play as a killer where you try to pick the victims off one by one. So, let's play the game as a survivor first and give it a go. We get to choose our character when the game starts up, and I reckon I just connected most with Bill Overbeck, the survivor that the backstory admits is already dead. Seems like I've lost this game before it's even started, but Bill it is, so here we go. Now, you are matched up with 3 online strangers and tossed into a world of one single sole purpose: escape from the killer who is on the loose. To escape, you have to power up all the generators in the level, which opens the escape door. While doing this though, the killer is on the prowl, and if he catches you and hangs you from a hook, you're pretty much doomed. You can try to defend yourself with little attacks here and there, or struggling once he grabs you, but generally, once he does catch you, you're heading off to the hook. Your team can get you off the hook, but you'll be injured, slower, and you're pretty much just a setting prey waiting to be captured once again. After being on the hook a couple of times, a weird creature comes down from the sky here, and it eats you, and you've officially lost the match. I honestly would like to know more about this creature, but the game has no story, so that's not going to happen. This whole survival mode part of the game, though, is actually a lot of fun to me. I like having to sneak around the world, constantly worried who or what is around the corner, and waiting for the chase to ensue shortly after seeing the killer. Now, playing with the lights off, though, in a silent mood actually does allow you to have some good jump scares. It's overall pretty good with this. There is one major complaint that I have, though. There is no chat feature to communicate with the other survivors. It would have been so much better to be able to talk to your team to make strategies or plan to escape from the level. Is he over there? Is the coast clear? You're good to go. Make a run for it. Gotcha. This would have been so much better. I mean, they could have made it where the killer could actually hear what the player's going to say if he was close by them, but it would really force the players to actually think about what they're going to say because they don't want the killer to overhear, but would give them the freedom to plan out some strategies. There was so much they could have done with this mode. The way the game is set up, though, there might as well just be computer bots playing with you instead of humans. You can't communicate at all. But despite this, the survival mode of the game is actually still a lot of fun. The second type of mode that the game has allows you to play as the killer. This mode allows you to choose from a variety of horror movie baddies over the years, and I guess I chose the Doctor because I like Dr. Pepper, so it seemed like a good fit. This mode to me was way less fun. You hunt through the level for the 4 survivors, you attack them, and you place them on the meat hook, but the jump factor was completely gone, and honestly, it just became frustrating chasing everyone around the level just trying to catch them. Each killer does have different weapons and attack, but the gameplay was always the same. I suppose some people might enjoy scaring people, but since there's no voice chat, you don't really get to hear the reactions of that, so there's really not much fun to be had in this mode. The game also offers something that I despise: in-game purchases. You have already paid $40 for this game, and now they expect you to pay more for all the cool characters. I mean, I would really love to play as Steve from Stranger Things, but come on, $5 to play as him? That's ridiculous. And if you wanted all of these characters, you're looking at over $150 after you've already bought the game to begin with. Now, I hate this practice, and I wish that the game just gave you the characters that you wanted, but this is a definite detraction from the game. So, let's disregard all the microtransactions for a second. Is Dead by Daylight worth the $40 price tag on the Switch? I personally would say no. I'm not saying the game is bad or that it's not worth having, but I just don't think the Switch version is the way to go. The PS4 version is only half the price at $20. It has better graphics, are going to immerse you more in the game, and it gives you no option but to play the game on the TV, which is how the game should be played anyway. No one is going to have jump scares on the handheld mode, so why not get the version that has the best big screen option? The most fun you're going to have here is the survival mode, and for $20, I can see people having a lot of fun with that. So, if this sounds like something you're interested in, I'd definitely go with that PlayStation route for it. But if you enjoyed this review, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We upload every Tuesdays and Thursdays and occasionally in between. As always, find a great game to play and just have a great rest of the day.